Guys, they filled it to the top. Let's talk about the Hermes private sale. The pairing is perfect. Hi friends, welcome back to a vlog. Don't mind my crazy hair. I'm actually getting ready as we speak in order to go get my hair done. I'm gonna go get a haircut just because it is long already. I naturally have curly, wavy curly hair, so once it starts hitting past like my shoulders, the ends start flipping out, and I personally cannot stand that. So I texted my hairstylist and I was like, I need to go in and I need to have you chop off my hair a little bit. I'm just probably gonna get a toner as well. So was just finishing my makeup. I wanted to share with you guys, I've been using this as a blush lately, just simply because when I'm running out and I'm not doing like anything fancy or crazy, I am just simply putting on a tinted sunscreen, and then I do like a little blush. And this one was actually a recommendation from a follower on Instagram. I'll make sure to pop up her handle on the screen. I love it. It is so good. So basically just wanted to share with you, but I just do like, okay, maybe I went a little bit too crazy there, we'll see. But yeah, I just kind of like swipe it like that, and then with a blush with a brush I just tap. I think with blush you either like love it or you hate it kind of thing. Okay, so I had to go to the bathroom to check it out, but no, I think we turned out pretty okay. As you guys know, I've been going through my whole hormonal acne situation, but it has gotten a lot better. I just have a lot of acne scars left. So that's why I also do the chemical peels, which I got a question about. I think it was my last vlog or a video that I did. I do the chemical peels, and then it's pretty much like a layer of your skin kind of like coming off. So it is supposed to help a lot with aging and specifically with the scarring of your acne. In my case in particular, that's the main reason why I do it. However, you should do your research. There are different kind of like levels to how strong the chemical peel can be, so it really depends also on your skin type. I've been going to the same esthetician for, I want to say like 3-4 years now, so she knows my skin, she knows how I react to certain things. I do have very sensitive skin, so when we first started we definitely went like the more sensitive route, and then as she's seen that my skin has progressed, then we go ahead and start off with a little bit of a more rough sort of chemical peel, if that makes sense. So this time around we started with a sensitive option that she does have. I honestly barely peeled. However, next time that I do go in, she says that we'll go like the regular one that we usually do, which that one I look bad for a couple of days. So again, just make sure that you go to a professional. I am not a professional. I just tell you kind of like the routines that I like doing for my skin personally, but we all have different skins and different needs. So perfume, of course, our little Barenia from Hermes. I am loving this scent. Just like a couple of sprays will do the trick. Then let me get my bag. I'm going to take a very casual bag because I am going to the hair salon. I'm going to try to fix this hair a little bit at least, and then I'll show you the rest of the outfit. I have on the Summer Fridays in vanilla, and honestly when I first tried this I wasn't too much of a fan, but I saw it lately on like my vanity and I was like, you know what, let me try this again, and I'm actually really liking it, so I'm using it up. So here's the handbag that I'm using. I am going with my Longchamp. This is the new medium size, used to be the small size. This is in the color Cognac. It is a limited edition color. They still have it on the green line, which is the one with the little green tabs, but this original one is unfortunately no longer available. Matching, I'm going with my Zara slides. No shock there. I need to put these slides to rest, you guys. They have definitely seen better days, but they're really so comfortable that they're always my go-to. And then for outfit, as you can tell, I'm just wearing a plain basic tee. These are from H&M. I love them. I have them in a small and I have them in a medium. I like the small whenever I'm going to like layer something over top, just because they are a little bit more fitted. Mom jeans are also from H&M. This is like in a dark wash, and then I just have them hemmed because they were a little bit too long for me. And then I am taking this little cardigan, no surprise, also H&M. This is a cardigan that I found last year, but they do have a similar one this year, so I'll make sure to link it down below in case you're interested. It's a great sort of little layering piece, or you can also button it up and use it like as a top. but I like taking a little sweater slash cardigan to the beauty salon because it's always so cold in there. So that's pretty much the outfit and what I'm taking for today. Also love that it fits inside my bag. There's a few things that I want to talk to you guys in this vlog, specifically the Hermes sale, but that's not gonna happen right now. I'll sit down and have a chat with you guys about that a little later. And then yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna head on out and then I'll show you the results after. We might, don't know, but we might pass by H&M for a quick look around. So you guys are sitting on my steering wheel, hopefully you don't fall. Here is the finished look of the hair. Love how it turned out. We ended up doing just a toner and then chopping off the ends a little bit. My goal for my hair is to actually try also the light of the sun. I don't know if it's flattering or not really. Anyways, the goal is to kind of grow out my roots. I love how like the balayage and the highlights look on natural brunettes. So that is the goal that we're trying to achieve little by little. Thankfully, the last dye that I did was like a dark chocolate brown. So it kind of paired with my natural roots. Hopefully you guys can see them there. So she was able to work her magic and just kind of get the blonde going. And then what we're just doing is basically letting it grow and then chopping it off as much as we can. I drive about 45 minutes to my hair lady because she is absolutely amazing. I also think that she is very reasonable with her prices, which in Miami you don't come across that very often. Unfortunately, I feel like depending where the salon is located, they upcharge you like 25 to 30% for whatever it is that you're getting. Honestly, I'm probably being cheap. It's more like probably like 45 or 50%. So we did a toner, we cut and we blow dried, and she ironed it because she wanted to make sure that the cut was like very blunt, as you can see. Oh my gosh, I wish that like truck would stay there. But for all that, it was 75 bucks. I honestly found that extremely cheap. Again, for Miami, I feel like it's very reasonable for all that we did. Let me know where you go get your hair done, more or less. What are the prices like? I mean, I've heard horror stories of people having to pay like $30 for a shampoo alone. And I am like, oh my gosh. So that's that for all the hair talk. I wanted to share with you guys because I did bring my snack because I knew that I was probably going to take a little bit. So I brought my protein shake. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you know that this is like my new go-to little concoction. Is that how you say it? Probably wrong, but this is the new little kind of mixture that I have going on for my protein. So I switched out. Instead of doing caramel, I now do vanilla because I end up adding the same. I do 3 shots, actually I do 4 shots of espresso at home, decaf of course. But whenever I'm out and about, if I'm getting it like in Starbucks, I do 3 shots. I guess that their espresso is maybe a little bit stronger, but I wanted to show you because I recently tried doing it just as I do it at home. So at home is 4 shots of espresso, and lately I've been adding pumpkin cold foam on top. So yummy. Here's what we have going on with Starbucks. I'm still trying to get it right because I feel like it's way too much for what I want. So as I said, I did a triple espresso in a venti cup, light ice, and then I added light pumpkin cold foam this time. Even at light, look how much like there is so much. I wish it was a little bit less. Last time I didn't say light because I didn't know how much cold foam they were gonna add. Guys, they filled it to the top. I had to throw away literally all of the cold foam. So let's go ahead and do a little taste test this time around. But again, I feel like the way that I do it at home with the pumpkin cold foam that I add, it's just like the right amount of pumpkin flavor because that vanilla shake is already very sweet as it is. So here's what we have going on. Thankfully you can still see a little bit of the coffee. So good. Okay, so of course, since the pumpkin cold foam was at the top, that's mostly what I'm getting right now. But obviously as I continue to drink it, then that will kind of go away. Not somebody getting in a car right next to me and looking at me talking to myself. So yeah, this is what I more or less go to now as like my kind of treat. Welcome back, friends. Another day, another lip gloss. I am actually returning from a day out, but I still wanted to share with you guys really quick my outfit before we get into a quick little haul. So today we decided to do a little kind of mall date, my husband and I. So he went to work out early so that we can go earlier on during the day, because the mall tends to get a little bit crazy in the afternoon. So I wanted to make sure that we kind of made it a little bit earlier. So really quick outfit. I went with this denim dress. It is an old find from Loft, but I love it. Very comfortable. I'm also getting my period, so I wanted to make sure that I had something a little bit loose. However, I kind of added a little bit of a touch with this Hermes scarf. So it is a 90-centimeter scarf, and what I opted to do was actually use this really pretty scarf ring that I added and then kind of style it so it looks like it's like a belt buckle. I really like how it turned out. It also pulls like really nice kind of fall colors, so I thought it was a really nice touch to the outfit. For shoes, I went with my Oasis in the color Etoupe because I opted to go for my Picotin. I actually had to carry a little bit more things. I just removed the Twilly that I had on her and then just kept her with this little rodeo, and that's it. This was the look. Very casual, but at the same time, I felt like it was very well put together. So let me go ahead and sit down. Let's talk about the Hermes private sale, as I said that I would talk about in this video. And then I also want to share with you guys a couple of things that I did pick up. All right, so I went to make my protein shake because I had not yet had it, and I felt like it was appropriate to sit down and chat with you guys. Okay, so Hermes private sale. I did mention it over on Instagram that one of my amazing subscribers here on YouTube and a follower on Instagram actually reached out to me, asked me if I had gotten invited to the sale. I told her no, I haven't. She said, well, I actually did. I'm considering going. She was actually going to drive about 3 hours. And she mentioned, you know, I'm taking my husband, but if you decide that you want to join me, you're more than happy to, which I thought was extremely kind and extremely generous of her to actually extend her +1 invitation to me, which that's also something that I had no idea that you got like a +1 to be able to take with you, which I think is kind of cool also. But yeah, I thought that was extremely sweet of her. And I mean, you know, I kind of also was really excited. So I was like, well, I mean, yeah, if your husband doesn't mind, I'm more than happy to. So we had that all planned out. Actually, the Hermes sale started. I think you guys are going to be watching this video probably on a Wednesday. It actually started the previous Wednesday. So I believe it was November 6th, if I'm not mistaken. She had reached out to me probably like 2 weeks before. So great. Then my sister-in-law actually gets the Hermes sale invitation, and I was like, she was gonna go with her mom, but then her mom couldn't make it, so she was like, oh, you know, it would be great for you to make it. But I had already previously committed and I was not gonna cancel, you know, in order to go with my sister-in-law, unfortunately. So she chose a different date, an earlier date for that matter. So the Hermes sale starts, and because I don't want the story to be too long, and obviously a lot of people start posting things on social media. By the way, I just noticed I'm missing my wedding band. I actually left today without it, and I was very, very upset. And as I'm talking, I realized that I still haven't put it back. It's actually in my bathroom. But yeah. So a lot of people start putting stuff up on social media, kind of, you know, saying their feedback, what they're finding, what they're not finding, how the whole sales situation is going. And for the most part, a lot of people were saying that the men's shoe selection was fantastic. Ready to wear was also really nice, which I didn't doubt, because a lot of people say how there are a lot of ready to wear items during these sales. And they also mentioned that the silk scarf selection was really good. And then, you know, a lot of people are sharing videos of like a ton of Twillys. And then for shoes, unfortunately, only if you were like a size 34, 35. And nobody even said anything about larger sizes, which I had seen some videos from other states like that, saying like if you're like a 39, 40, 41, you'll still get lucky. I'm a 37, 37 and a half. So I knew right away my size was gonna be probably non-existent on the sale. But most importantly, I also wanted to make sure that, you know, the lady that was gonna come and we were gonna go together wasn't also kind of gonna be wasting her time. So I wanted to get as much feedback as I could from people that had been going in order to forward it back to her. I did talk to her a couple of days before, and she was kind of contemplating whether or not she was gonna make it because, you know, she had other things come up, which is totally understandable. But I was just trying to give her as much feedback as I was getting as well, just so that, you know, she can make a better decision. It was about a 3, maybe 4 hour drive. So I totally get it. I definitely would not have driven 4 hours. But, you know, I felt like also for me, I kind of started seeing it as more of like the experience, just go and kind of see how it is or whatever. But I also know myself, you know, I feel like if I'm there, I get caught up in the moment, I find just a cute scarf or whatever, I'm going to want to get it. And it's ultimately what I was telling you guys. I'd rather put that money towards spending it with my SA. So final point to the story, basically, in order to make this short and sweet, I decided not to go. As the days started progressing, I got like worse and worse feedback. You know, there were people that were going that were finding things, but that were a lot more open-minded to buy a lot more things than I knew that I was going to buy if I went. There were no belt straps. There was no jewelry from what my sister-in-law told me from when she went on Friday. My scheduled time was on Saturday, more or less midday. A few people had already said that they were not restocking, and my sister-in-law asked, and they also told her that no, they were not restocking on a daily basis. So ultimately, I honestly felt like it was just gonna be a waste of time. You did have to wait a little bit before going inside, and it's extremely hot in Miami at the moment. When I'm outside and it's hot, I get cranky. And unfortunately, the lady that was supposed to go with me, we were supposed to go together, you know, I kind of gave her the feedback, and she ultimately decided that it was probably not going to be worth it for her to come. I offered, you know, like if I'm there and I find certain things, because she basically wanted to also try and see if she found some silk pieces. My sister-in-law told me that you were allowed to take a ton of pictures. So I told her, look, I'll send you pictures of the scarves that I see, and, you know, I'll ship it to you or whatever. I mean, it's the least that I can do. She thought of me and inviting me to go with her. But ultimately, you know, I just felt like it wasn't going to be worth it. And again, I just didn't want to spend, because even the silk scarves, even them being $200, $300, that's still $200, $300 that I can spend towards something else that is currently on my wish list that I really want. Hopefully that makes sense. But that was my thought process. And then I was like, to waste all that time just to go there to get the experience, ultimately, I just thought it wasn't worth it. So I decided not to go. I spoke to a few of you. A few of you actually reached out to me today. Today is the Saturday when I was supposed to be going. And you were like, have a great time. And I unfortunately had to tell you all that I didn't make it. I didn't go. And you kind of understood where I was coming from. I mean, I figured you guys would, but just wanted to kind of sit down here and also share with you guys, because I had this whole idea of filming like a little vlog and kind of giving you, you know, kind of like the feedback of the whole experience. But overall, I don't regret it. I don't think I missed out on anything, you know. Maybe at another point in time, if I wasn't trying to set my funds aside to reach a specific goal at the moment, I would have definitely just been like, sure, let me go. And if I pick up something for $100, $200, $300, so be it. So we decided to go visit my SA today instead. So we still got a little bit of a Hermes dose. As I shared, I have a few little bags. I have an Hermes little bag, and then I also have a Longchamp piece, which I'm super excited about. Let me go ahead and get into the Hermes goodie, because I'm sure you guys are waiting to see that. It is nothing too crazy. I just wanted to go in and kind of pick up something from my wish list, and of course, finally get my hand on the newest nail polish that they have released. So here we have them. Okay, so the first one, you guys know, are the beautiful, sorry, my nose itches, the beautiful Hermes nail polish packaging, but this one is called Blue Agate, I think. I really like it that it's kind of like a deep semi-dark blue, but it has a kind of like weird shade to it. It kind of pulls like a little bit of gray undertones. So I thought it was a unique color. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection. I shared with you guys on Instagram sort of like comparisons between Hermes nail polishes and like more affordable sort of like OP, SE kind of alternatives. So I know that some of these nail polishes, of course, you are able to find in other brands, but you guys know my love and passion, one for nail polishes and also for Hermes packaging. So I also went ahead and added the second color that they released, and this one is like this really deep olive green gray sort of color. It was funny because I was looking at it and I told my SA, does that look like poop? We both started laughing. So she's like, no, let me bring out a little tissue so you can swatch it. And it didn't. It actually looks like a really deep Etoupe color. So I'm excited to try this one on and see how I like it on me. And then last but not least, I added one of these in my most recent haul, so that should be a hint of what is in here. And if you guys know the little boxes, I'm sure you can already figure it out. Actually, let me take a picture because this is so cute. I always tell her, don't worry, don't put the ribbons, don't, you know, go too crazy. And she's like, no, you have to do an unboxing. I love my SA. She's honestly the best. She's so funny. Okay, so a cute little Instagram shot. So here we go. And I went in actually looking for another color, but this one was also one that I had screenshotted. So she did have this one in stock, and I felt like I didn't have anything in this particular color, so it would also work out. And it is none other than another beautiful 45 centimeter scarf. This is in their newest blend, which is that cashmere silk blend. Guys, I'm obsessed with how soft this scarf is. I have come to realize that even though I love my 90 centimeter scarves, I think my favorite are the 45. I think that even though you can't play around with them as much as you can with a 90, the size is perfect for me living here in warmer climate. I like to style them as my little sort of flight attendant little necktie, and I think that this size is just so good. It actually goes really nice with my dress today. Obviously, I wouldn't style it like this. I would put a little bit more effort, but it's just so you guys can get the picture. But yeah, I think like the blue and the denim pull really nicely together. Also, this shade I just feel like would go great with like black. And pretty much it's one that I can incorporate really like just effortlessly into my looks. So I was excited that she did have it in stock. I'm kind of like that person that when I'm looking for something, I want to get it like when I'm there. Let me know if you guys are the same way and if you get me. Like, I know that sometimes there have been things that obviously aren't there, and there's like that specific one that I want. There's not like an alternative to it. So she'll be like, I can order it for you. And of course I order it and she ships it, and that's fine. But I always like going into the Hermes boutique and coming out with, you know, the piece that I went in looking for. So it was nice that I was able to at least pick up this color. So that does it for the little Hermes haul. As I said, it was very quick. I kind of wanted to be smart with my purchases because there's a lot of expenses coming up in the holiday season. However, we also visited Longchamp. So I went online yesterday and actually saw that they had the Le Pliage tote or Le Pliage tote in the stunning burgundy. I actually have one here to share with you guys. So I shared with you that I picked up this little pouch in Doha, and I am obsessed with this color lately, you guys. It is like my new black. I want my whole wardrobe to be transformed into that color, and I've been wanting to add a bag in that color as well. However, it being a seasonal color, I didn't want to spend too much money. I also just got my Pollen, which is not a burgundy color, but it kind of pools like that depending on what I'm wearing. I also have my little mini RSVP, which I was gifted, that it is that color, but I just wanted to have like a functional kind of everyday bag. So that's what we have in here. As I said, I went into the boutique. They did have like some in display, and I'm like, you guys can more or less get an idea of what it is. And I told the lady, oh, do you have it, you know, in this size? And she's like, we literally just got 2 in. It's a color that's been sold out for a little bit, and we just got 2 in this morning, and you're taking one of them. And I was like, yes, I am. Please pack it up. She's mine. So I ended up getting the Le Pliage tote in the new size medium, old size small. It's actually the tote that I used earlier on in this vlog in that really pretty rich caramel color, but in the burgundy. Isn't it stunning? I love it. Of course, I'm super excited that I have a little matchy moment with the little pouch. We are taking a trip at the end of the year, and I don't want to take any sort of like branded bags. We're going to Mexico City, so I want to keep all of my bags very like low key. And I thought that this color, obviously, and this size, being that it has the shoulder option, which is a little bit more comfortable than the top handle for a travel piece, would be ideal. So when I saw that she had it, I was like, yes, I'll take it. This is the newest little cutie. I love a good kind of like shopping in-store experience, and the lady that actually helped me out was super sweet. We were talking about different like Longchamp bags and stuff. That's always really nice to be able to enjoy your time shopping no matter where it is. But anyways, that is it for this quick little haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We do have my dad's birthday dinner tomorrow, so I'll make sure to share with you the outfit for that tomorrow and then probably end the vlog then. Welcome back to the last part of the vlog. As I mentioned last night, tonight we're going out to celebrate my dad's birthday. It was actually on Thursday, but we've made it a thing over the last couple of years that we don't gift each other anything, even though we always get a little something because it's always nice to receive a gift on your birthday, right? But we focus more on doing certain experiences. So for the most part, it's either go out to dinner or do something together as a family. So for tonight, we're going to dinner. We are going to a fairly new restaurant here in Miami. It is called Mother Wolf. The original location is actually in LA, and it is this super famous chef, which I forgot the name of right now. I'll pop it up on the screen. He basically like went to Italy and like studied how to make each pasta, since there's so many different styles of pastas like by hand. There's a whole kind of like backstory in regards to it. I love Italian food, so I'm super excited to be trying out this new spot. I just wanted to share with you guys the last finishing touches of tonight's look, and then I'll probably catch a clip while we're out having dinner. I don't do like a full-on vlog, but I don't mind, you know, filming a couple of like clips like the dishes or what we're drinking or something like that, just so you guys can get an idea. Obviously I want to make sure that I spend time with the family. So as you can see, I'm wearing this dress. It is actually, I think, from last year from Target. It is a very inexpensive piece. It kind of has like that satin type material, and it is brown. I actually have it in black as well, and I was opting for the black. But then I thought, May, you're loving the chocolate browns, the burgundies for this season, so let's stay on trend. So I opted to wear this one, and I think I hadn't worn it yet. Now, I've had a few back and forths between the shoes, but I opted to do sort of like a little monochromatic moment. I really wanted to take Nugget, simply because when I got Nugget, I was like, okay, I know I'm going to use her casually, but I also want to incorporate her like when we go out to dinners and things like that. And for the most part, I don't take her out when we go out to dinners. I usually go for like a smaller style of handbag. However, for this particular one, I thought that what I would do is kind of like cinch her in a little bit more. So let me show you. I usually wear her very casually, like very slouchy, the sides out to the sides basically, you know, kind of like very chill. This is how I love using this bag. But I did share with you guys, I think in the review video that I did, that you can actually cinch in the sides a little bit more, not fully close her, because I do feel like she'll become a little bit uncomfortable if I do fully close her, but bring in the sangles a little bit more, so then the sides cinch in a little bit more, and now she looks even smaller than she already is, and I feel like she fits really appropriate for the occasion. However, we are gonna go ahead and remove the little Pegasus, just because I feel like that definitely adds a little bit of casual character to her. And as I said, it is a sort of nice kind of dinner event that we're going to, so I want to make sure that she looks as appropriate for the occasion as possible. Now, I am going to keep the Twillies on her because I really love how these Twillies ended up pairing with her, so I think that those will be the kind of like the statement little piece of the whole outfit. And then for my shoes, also I have to put down my hair, we'll get to that. But for my shoes, back to the whole monochromatic thing, I'm going with these pumps. I got these on off Saks Fifth, I believe. They were like 50 bucks. But you guys, surprisingly enough, they're very comfortable for being pumps. I struggle with pumps because my feet are a little bit wide, so I have a really hard time. However, these, I can wear them to like go to dinner and maybe walk around a little bit. Nothing too crazy, but they don't hurt like right from the minute that I put them on. So this was the whole, the pairing is perfect. And I thought that it would look so good with the dress, because it's not like a deep chocolate brown dress. You do kind of get like those like cognac and chestnut like undertones from it. So that's that. For lips, I'm wearing my Maybelline vinyl lipsticks. Guys, after I found this, I have never purchased a designer luxury lipstick product ever again. Lipstick, I have purchased lip balms, but not lipstick. This is the best. Look at that. no transfer. And I mean, it's still drying. Once it's like completely dry, this lipstick is not going anywhere. And then for the hair, as you can see, I did curl it because I did work out today, so it got a little bit curly just from obviously sweating. So I just kind of like passed the blower on it, and then I opted for doing some loose little curls just so that I didn't have to go ahead and straighten it again. But I'm loving the haircut, honestly. At first I thought it was a little bit too short because I felt like I told her go a little bit shorter, like I wanted to chop off my ends, but I was like, okay, maybe I went too short. But no, I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to like styling it. I really like how it turned out with the little loose curls too. So that's that. And then for jewelry, very simple. I'm doing my Polen little ring with the matching earrings that I have. And then I opted to put on my full-on wedding set. I go back and forth between my wedding set and then just using the Cartier band with my wedding band. And then to finish off, I did go with my David Yurman. This is the 3mm cable cuff or bracelet, which I really like because it's super dainty. Okay guys, here's the final look. I felt like something was missing, so I tried on a denim jacket, but that just made the look a little bit too casual. And then I just threw this one over my shoulders, but then I tried it on and I liked how it looked, so we went for this instead. I just threw on this kind of like linen oversized little bit of a blazer over, and I feel like it finished off the look a lot better. I think it turned out elegant, which is what I was going for, but at the same time kind of cool with the blazer over top. I did cinch in the sleeves. I do use just clear little bands to cinch them up, and then what I did is that I took an extra pair just in case one breaks. I have a backup. And then Nugget is the final piece to this outfit. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Do you like how it turned out?